Hi Aries, this is your reading for the 2nd of May till the 8th of May 2022. I'm using the astrology reading cards, and I'm just using the zodiac signs. This is your card, and what says on your card, or what you can see, is somebody, a knight in shining armor coming on a white horse. Wow, that is really beautiful. You also see the zodiac sign that you can see up in the sky when the sky is dark and when you're outside. For some reason there's also a sword. We will most probably find out, because I'm going to read it from the book, what this means. And thank you for all your likes and shares. You came in this week number 6, and you are really coming out of your little shell, my darlings, and I love you dearly. We have left Aries now, and we're in Taurus, so we're in an earthing, grounding energy, tangibility and durability, and for long term. So we're putting our ideas, our intentions that we made in Aries, which is the first house of the zodiac calendar, and now we're going to put them into practicality and something for long term, make them real and tangible. Now on your card you can see the energy around you is dynamic, just like you, and spontaneous. Crusading, impulsive action is likely. You are fast, swift, logical, strategic, and you make a plan of action and come into action with that plan and get what you want. Also, you can be very passionate about people or things. Once you've got an idea in your brain, you won't let go. So I'm going to explain this card, and I'm going to read this from the book. If this card appears in your reading, it suggests that the energy around you is Aries, the matter of enthused, with dynamic, impulsive energy. Like a soldier who races forward with his sword in hand and to slay the dragon, or a knight who recklessly gallops into danger to save the fair maiden. There is a lot of restless movement and not much thought. It may be that you are filled with the fire of action, or perhaps you draw someone to you who acts in this way. There is something very swashbuckling, fairy tale and gallant in the air, reminiscent of Robin Hood or the Knights of the Round Table. The Aries is competitive, like a fight or a battle for a worthy cause, and will always defend the underdog. It leaps headlong into the fray, stopping only to pull the sword out of the stone. This energy can be self-centered and pioneering to the point that it dislikes taking orders from others. Leadership is naturally involved, but being part of the team effort is not. If it is unconstrained, then temper, tantrums and aggression may appear, and patience is pushed to the limits and beyond. It is unlikely that secrecy, or deception is involved, since this energy is too naive and impulsive to plot. It rushes in where angels fear to tread, and perhaps the impulsiveness does go overboard at times. It is possible that Aries go too far without considering the consequences. Winning is everything, and having won, Aries moves onwards and upwards for the next conquest. The Aries, an energy that surrounds that matter in hand, will facilitate activity, action, results, and achievement, which is useful if you want something done, but caution may be thrown to the wind. And that is exactly the fire signs. Caution is thrown to the wind because they want to protect their loved ones and what they believe without boundaries. Beautiful energy, but also very dangerous. So I hope you enjoyed that little intro. Now we're going on to the reading, and you come in with the Two of Pentacles. You might be trying to balance between your heart and your mind, or your heart and your soul, or your home and work front. You might be want to please everybody. Remember, Aries, take some time out for yourself, because you cannot please everybody all the time. You can only please some people some of the time. And especially people, you can only help people if they want to be helped and if they help themselves. So be careful who you help, okay? Be aware that you cannot help people that won't want to help themselves. They have to come into action, make a plan of action, take an example of you and how your energy works. So set your boundaries and help those that can be helped, that want to be helped. Maintain the balance. You could also be partnering up. If you're single, you could be partnering up in romance or in business, as two to me means partnering up. Also, you have number 10, and that is the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune means that something is coming to an end, and that's the beginning of the week. And it doesn't matter whether it's like that or whether it's like that. It is the same thing. Also, the Wheel of Fortune means what goes up must come down. What goes round comes round. Also an ending to a phase, because 10 is an ending as well. So there's double confirmation that something is coming to an end and there will be a new beginning. You are certainly recognized, as this card means that you could also be balanced. You feel on top of the world. You have recognition, because the wheel keeps on turning upwards. So you could be in a down point, but you're going up and you're being recognized, because you can get a promotion or a wage rise, because you are such a hard worker and you can make good plans and you're very strategic and also logical. If it is with regards to romance, you could be getting engaged or getting married, or you could be expanding the family. That's the next level up. And you don't have to expand the family with a baby. You can also do that with a pet. You could be buying a dog or getting a cat or getting a bird to expand the family, because pets are part of the family. You could be moving home, upgrading your home, going from an apartment to a house and a garden. You could also be going on holiday, and you could, because it's the wheel, then you can also be traveling by car. Also, what I feel here is that you could also be meeting people on the web, because look at the cosmos around it. This is a beautiful constellation, the Wheel of Fortune. You've got the wheels turning. Perhaps it is time for something to finish and time to start moving and taking action. Also, you could be dealing with a Taurus, a Leo, a Scorpio or an Aquarius, since this card is does represent those signs. You also have the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles means what you sow, you shall reap. So again, this is something that you might have already done, and the wheel is saying it's going to start coming true for you right now. But remember, if it doesn't, don't get impatient, because it takes time for the seed to sprout and come above the ground. So meanwhile, start something else and look after what your seed that you've sown, and nurture it, but in the meanwhile do something else, perhaps start another crop, so you could be sowing more seeds. 7 is also good luck. Now again, you've got an ending and a beginning here, and you've got the Death card, and also the Death card means or represents Scorpio in the first place, but in the second place a transition and a transformation. In other words, there is an ending and there's a new beginning. So reach for the sky and fly. You might even be branching out. Like I said, the wheel means the next level up, expansion in the home or in the family. Well, this is you. You might be reaching for the stars or reaching for the sky and fly, and you're spreading your wings. So that means to me branching out if you have your own company. You could even be branching out within a company, going on to another level or another department. They see you for who you are, your determination, your hard work, and how you work and how you plan, how strategic you can be and analytical, working to deadlines. So they definitely want you. You're no longer the caterpillar. You are the butterfly. So fly. Feel free. There will be celebrations at the end of the week because you've come through a whole lot of journeys and you're ready to celebrate. You could be getting married, since the Wheel of Fortune means marriage as well, going on to the next level if you're engaged. You might even, I feel that some of you might even skip engagement and start celebrating and getting married. For those that are already married, you could be taking up your relationship up to the next level and developing something else. You might be celebrating that you're pregnant. You might be celebrating that you've bought the house. So this would be a house warming celebration party. Boom. If it is not any of these, then there will be something to celebrate. And you could be invited to a celebration, a wedding, a christening, or a housewarming party. And you will be meeting people there, and they could become friends. If they become friends, then these friendships will be built on solid foundations, as the 4 wands means represent the 4 corners of a house, and a house is always built on solid foundations. So these friendships or partnerships will be built on solid foundations. 4 also means productivity and stability. So you've got a very good reading. Now I'm going to read a card from the Journey Oracle. You can see them all back in the list of reviews, the reviewing list, and I love these cards because they're so quaint, and I'm going to do it with the book this time. So again, like I said, you are branching out, so it is confirming me there is new growth. The 7 of Pentacles, what you sow you shall reap. Now also this reminds me that the seed is sprouting out. Also, this is on a tree stump that is being cut off, and now there is a new branch sprouting out, because the tree stump is the mother and the plant or the branch is the baby. So again, sprouting out, coming out into the real world. Perhaps you've been isolating yourself and you are coming out into the real world. And we've got resilience. So let me have a look. Resilience. These cards aren't numbered, and it is not very easy because they're to find in the book. So just give me a moment. Okay. Well, the card is number 28, and 8 and 28, 2 and 8 is also 10, so you've got 2 10s in your reading. That's the divine and the angelic showing you they have your back. Resilience. What this card says: the seedling that reaches through the crack in the pavement, the lotus flower that blooms from the murkiest waters, and the phoenix. You are like all these things rising from the ashes. After the fire, the landscape looks bleak, beaten, blackened, and empty. But if you look more closely, you will see signs of life. The bluebird, for instance, is symbolizing happiness to come. You've been through a lot and need to rest. You are depleted, but the strength you store within is as deep as a well which can transform the most dismal landscape. Tap into that now, and the world before you will become lush, verdant, magical, and it will be life-changing. When the resilience card appears, take a closer look at the cards around it. Their meanings are especially important that you should listen carefully to. Their message will, and with an open mind, be honest for you. So be honest to yourself and have an open mind. Well, again, an ending, a new beginning, desolate country, and a new beginning is coming. The same as the wheel, the same as the death. Nothing dies. There is always chance for a rebirth and a second chance. But we haven't got the judgment card, but there will be a new upstart for you that could be life-changing this coming week. Believe in your own magic. That is one saying, but there is also a beautiful deck out there, and I'm going to pull a card from that for you now. Okay, so you've got 2. I'm only going to take 1, and I'm going to take the top one. Wow, we've got Bitch Fire. Bitch Fire. Stand up for yourself. Stand up for yourself. Don't believe everything everybody tells you. You might have been through a hard time trying to balance things, but you're coming out in the right way. There is an ending and there is a new beginning. You've got 16, which becomes a 7, so you've got double luck. So there might be 2 things coming to fruition, especially with the Wheel of Fortune and the Death card, an ending and a new beginning. You have planted more seeds than one. Perhaps you've been quite mystical about it, or secretive. You know what it resonates to. So there is Taurus, Leo, Scorpio prominently in your reading, and Aquarius. Go for it, Aries. It could be also other Aries, remember that. And luck, double luck is here. So stand up. Okay, stand up for yourself. I love this reading. It's magical. Take care. And remember, miracles haven't left the world yet. Ciao, ciao.